Hey everyone, it's Robbie. I want to thank you for watching this video, which is a recording of a live stream I did. If you'd like to catch a stream live, check out the description box below for a link to my Twitch channel. There, you'll be able to find a schedule for what and when I stream. I have a pretty regular schedule, so if you can, stop by and say hi. Thanks again, and enjoy the video. Here we go everybody, good afternoon everyone, and welcome back to the stream here. I hope your Friday is going as well as mine is, because that's actually been going pretty good for me. We're going to be playing some MechWarrior 5 today. If you joined us last week, we just got started with the game. We went through the tutorial and got about 3 or 4 missions done. So we're kind of out on our own now, kind of freelancing missions, things like that. It's kind of how this game works, is that there is a story quest that you have to do, but you don't have to do it right away. If you don't think you're extra powerful enough, or anything, or maybe you don't have the correct weapons or the right amount of pilots, you can always wait and do other missions to get a little more gear, more mechs, things like that, before you do the story missions. And that's what we're going to try to doing today. So I've already got the game loaded up here. So let me go ahead and switch over to there. 2 issues though. Number one, I gotta get the game capture going correctly. That'll take me all of 30 seconds to do. There we go, so there's that up. And second of all, I want to switch the overlay back over to the right-hand side. I could actually use the left-hand side one for this, but I kind of prefer it to be on the right side, just because then it's covering up the radar so you guys can't see what's going on around me. So I do want to switch that over. That'll just take all of 30 seconds to do. If I would have thought about it, I would have done this a little bit earlier, but I did forget that, so that should be now on the right side. So now I just got to pull my camera over there and get this photo over there as well. And I'm just going to move it just a little bit down and to the left here. And there we go. So there is now, oh, that's great. So now I'm on the right side here, so you guys can see up here. For some reason, it's not capturing my mouse. Oh, there it goes. I think I actually have to be highlighted on the game for it to see that. So yeah, now you guys can see the radar and everything. So right now, we're just in the hangar here. We got all 3 mechs. I think they're all either being repaired or looks like they're all ready to go. So we still have just our 3 starting mechs. We have the Centurion, which is what we're piloting. We have the Jenner, which is what we got from the first pilot we got. He actually came with a Jenner. Then we have the Javelin, which we piloted in the first mission, and we actually hired a pilot to take care of that one. So what kind of drives me crazy, though, is that in this one, for some reason, the throttle can also control how fast you move. I like just using the mouse and keyboard for inside the hangar here, and I use a joystick and throttle for when we're out on missions. So we can go here to the console. This is our dropship, it looks like. So this is the hangar over here, and then we can kind of come out over here. Just to the normal here, we have our command console. Over here, we have the marketplace where we can go buy and sell mechs, things like that. I didn't really give a tour last time of what this was. And then if you come over here, there's some plants growing. It's very nice looking. We also check on the 4 battle mechs we have ready. But if you come over here, it says private only. This actually is the captain's quarters. Nice bed here with the layout of the dropship. This is a Leopard class dropship. Very nice one. Got a nice bonsai plant here. Some nice storage. And then we have our desk here. And some nice cold drinks there. Very nice. You actually can see some plans. It's kind of hard a little to see. I can't zoom in a little bit. But all those papers are actually a larger dropship. And I cannot remember for the life of me what those things are called. Don't remember. Those are the larger dropships. Those hold, I think, like, I want to say 24 battle mechs. This one only holds 4, so kind of big. And then we can control our crew from here. So there's all that. So we'll head back out here and take a couple more missions. So what we got going on here. So console. So we can hire pilots in the system, but we really don't need to. Let's head to the star map. Let's see here. We're here on Brodas. That's where we ended the last one. We get a high reward quest there for a war zone or a demolition contract. Well, excuse me, we also have another Warzone contract there. I think we'll go over here to Pascagoula. We'll head there. We'll go ahead and hit travel. Since we really don't have anything else going on, we can just skip right to the travel there. Ooh, games. Every once in a while, when we jump, the game seems to lag just a little bit. Other than that, it works just fine. Also want to turn down the game audio just a little bit, because I did notice it was getting kind of loud, which, I mean, fair enough, traveling through space is kind of loud. I mean, in theory, it's not loud at all because there's no air, so there's no way for sound to get out, but, you know. Alright. We have one, that's armed robbery, so that's going to be the story quest. We don't really want to do that one quite yet. So we have two here. We have a hunting bounty, so that's House Carita. And we have a House Davion one here called Breaking the Line. It's a difficulty 11 mission. Let's see how we can maybe fare against that. So because it's a higher difficulty, I want to get damage coverage, so they'll pay for most of the damages, hopefully. And then let's see here. We have 4 points. We'll go ahead and max out salvage shares, see if maybe we can get some nice stuff out of it. And then we'll also just do one on the sea bills one, so we can get a little more payment out of it. Have a little bit of 145 tons. We should be okay with that, because I think we're dropping 115, so we're only about 30 tons less. Kind of the idea I want to get out of this one is, once this stream's over, I want to upgrade the Javelin to something a little bit heavier. Don't remember how heavy this one is. I want to say it's 30 tons, if I'm not mistaken. So I can get, I mean, if I can pack on another 30 tons, I can technically get a 60-ton mech. I really don't think we'll get one this early. But something a little, maybe like a medium, maybe like another Centurion or a Shadowhawk, something like that. I think that'll be kind of nice. Or we can also just go get another 30-ton mech, or like another Javelin or something like that, which we might be able to find and salvage, which would be, you know, something we could do that that'd be pretty easy. So we'll hit ready here, so a little bit faster now. Hopefully that is. And we'll give on this mission. This was what, a destroy? I think a destroy contract. So I think if I'm not mistaken, how this mission works is that we have a couple different checkpoints we have to go to, and there's something there we have to destroy. Usually some sort of facility. Last time, I think we did one last time that was fuel tanks. We had to destroy all the fuel depots. So yeah, we'll do something like that, and hopefully we don't die too hard. Usually with these missions, though, you don't stick around too long, so you don't have to fight every enemy, but sometimes you have to clear out some of them before you can even get to the objective. Just kind of depends. So yeah. But how you guys doing out there? I know there was quite a few. I think there's 3 or 4 people already watching before I even went live, or right as I went live for the countdown. So that's pretty neat to see, guys. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. This is a fun game. I've been looking forward to this one all week. I really wish I could have done, you know, I've thought about doing this multiple days, like maybe do Thursday and Friday like I had been doing Stardew. But I kind of feel bad for ending Stardew early before we really wanted to, before we got everything done, that is. So I don't know yet. There's some interesting things that we wanted to, other things I wanted to try as well, so. But I think this will be a fun game to play, and it was fun last week, so hopefully you guys enjoy this as well. Get this up a little bit. Fortunately, I have to have the mic in the shot because I don't think I can lower it enough to where I can use the joystick as well as have the microphone out of shot. So we'll use something like this. Alright, so this is just one point we have to take out. Usually these are pretty heavily defended, so hopefully we can take this out. I'll get these guys to follow me. And it's nice we're on an ice planet because that will help with some heat. That'll help with some heat dispersion. Oh, there we go.
There it is. I'll leave the rest of the
Now you can kind of see how these missions like this can be kind of hectic sometimes. I've already got a lot of armor loss on the Centurion, so got to keep moving though, because if we don't, we will get our butts handed to us here. There's the base we're going after. So, shoot, which one's the button? No, that one's the one I'm looking for. So I'm going to start destroying the base while my guys take care of the tanks and things like that. If I don't, we'll just sit here and they'll just keep reinforcing things. So, there's pipes. There we go. But they'll just keep reinforcing things until we're, dead. So, if I don't take these out by myself while they take care of them, it could be very bad for us. Come on. And unfortunately, I can't use my missiles in here because we're too close to everything. So that kind of stinks. That turret down. Also do like walking through buildings too, that's always fun.
I'm showing heavy damage to a number of the facility structures. We appear to be about halfway there.
You also got to take out a couple tanks too while you're walking around. Alright, so some buildings you can't walk through, unfortunately, like those walls. A lot of times those walls are actually like anti-mech, anti-tank stuff.
You're almost there, Commander. Only 25% of this area remains.
Come on, mech. Can watch these reload times are a little bit faster. You had a building follow me while I'm fighting a helicopter. And I'm not the best shot anyways, so this guy's going to have to...
That's it, Commander. You completely destroyed
Alright.
this area. Great work. Let's get to the evac point now, before more reinforcements arrive.
And now we run. And let's see here. The mech, actually, we still have the paint on it, so that's a lot better than what I usually do. So it looks like most of the guys are still, about the same damage as I have, so that actually wasn't too bad at all.
Moving to your 6 for support.
Around those tanks, I don't know what's in them.
You made it out of there alive, Commander. Stand by for pickup.
So maybe like a level 11 might not be too awful bad for us. Just because, it's like we had too much issue. Now we got to be careful because the different planets have different difficulty rankings, kind of standard, I guess. From the way I understand it, is that each planet has like a difficulty rating. So if it's a low, if the planet itself is a low difficulty rating, the level 11 will not be the same as if the planet difficulty was maybe like an 8 or 9, and it also has a level 11. So we've got to keep our eye out for that. Now, just give you guys a heads up, the stream might lag a little bit when it's going into and out of a mission. That's just part of the game. I don't know why it does that, but we just got established. So we're starting to get, that's kind of like your levels in this game. We're starting to get a little bit better. But now you can actually kind of see where we're getting some, a little more, kind of standing with different houses. So we're now, House Karita does not like us because that was one of their bases. But we are, we're working for House Davion, which is a little bit better on there. Let's see what we can get. Let's see here. Get a medium laser. LRM-10s, they're always useful to sell. Some of that PPC. Although I never use them, they're still, good to sell. If we need money, that is. So that's all we got. So there's no mechs on that mission, so we'll go ahead and just call it there. A lot of our guys got this guy got a lot of a level up, or a lot of skill to level up, so that's good. This guy or girl, I don't know what it is. I've seen kind of, I don't know, but they're getting there. My skills are getting pretty good, so it's not too bad at all. So let's go ahead and make sure those mechs are completely repaired. I don't think they'll take too much. So pretty much hit repair mech. Repair mech. I think most of this is actually pretty much just already covered by them, so that's not bad at all. So while we wait on those, let's go ahead and see what other missions we can take around here. Ooh, come on. Enter here. So we got one available contract that should be for the House Davion. I really don't want to take that one just because it is, going to probably against, it's the House Davion target. So probably don't want to do that one. So let's go look at the star map, see what other missions we can do. So in this zone, we do have one over here at Lexto, looks like. That's not a bad one. It kind of recommends us be level 3, and that's where we're at. So I think that's not a bad one to go to. So we'll travel there. Set course. And also while we're traveling, the mechs get repaired too. So it's like 2 of them are already ready. So that's always a good thing. Alrighty, so what do we got here contract-wise? So it's all Davion. That's a good thing. All pretty decent, mission-wise. We have a raid, a defense, and we have a war zone. So we might just try to do all 3 of these. Since that'll help us increase our reputation with these guys. They actually do pretty, since the more we do mission-wise for them, the more negotiating points we get, and hopefully we can actually get some battle mechs later on for these guys. Let's see here, though. I wanted to look at something. There was something you can actually look at. I think it's in here, though. View intel. This is what I wanted to look at. So, looks like there's some big mechs, like 50-ton mechs that are, 45, 50-ton mechs. There's a blackjack you can go find. So these are all the mechs that'll actually spawn here. I guess spawn during missions, I guess is kind of the thing. But right here, there's a 45-ton mech that's very common, and there's a very common 55-ton mech. So we might want to start looking at maybe getting some more salvage than actually maybe repairs. Because if we can find some of these very common mechs, we might be able to use them. If I had to guess, this 45-ton one is probably a Shadowhawk. I could be wrong about that. The 55-ton mech, I'm not 100% sure on, though. But if we can find them, that's always a great thing to have. So let's go ahead and we'll take the easier of the 3. We'll crank that up to 10, so that should be able to give us at least maybe a light or maybe close to a medium mech. We'll also pay for the damage coverage as well, and we'll get the $200,000 for the payout. I mean, we're doing okay on funds, so I think we're okay there. Because upgrading this to like a 50 or 55-ton mech is kind of what we wanted, because I think that'll be kind of the best thing. So I think we're ready though. So let's go ahead and just launch on in here. So this is also, I guess, the menu for the co-op. If you were playing this co-op, you actually would load in. I haven't tried it yet, but this is where you would load into. And this is kind of where you decide, who's piloting what mech, who's commanding who, and things like that. So I think it would be kind of interesting to play this kind of co-op. I don't know if I think it might just be 2-player co-op, but I still think it might be rather fun. Come on, game. I get to 40% and just stopped. It's not great. Stretch out for just a second here. Alright, why it's not loading? That's really odd. Alright, come on, ready? There it goes. Might just be me being impatient. I don't know. Because usually it doesn't take this long for a mission to load. I mean, we were getting pretty good last time, so. but it is taking its sweet time this time. Maybe the mission type might be a little more involved. There might be a little more to do, so I don't know. I mean, this is also the first time we've been to this planet, so it might, you know, have to load the map in first and then try to load the mission in. Don't really know. All right, here we go. Music's kicking in. That's always a good thing. Okay, so we just got to destroy all the targets. This is the one I was thinking of last time. So this will be the one. We have multiple locations we have to go to and multiple targets to take out.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is a surgical strike, Commander. Our client wants us to take out a number of structures within this vicinity. Scout the points marked on your map and identify the specific buildings our client wants destroyed. Then take them out.
So it looks like we only have 2 locations we have to take out. The problem is they're on the other side of this ridge here, and I don't quite know. We can probably get on this way and take it out. So let's go ahead and walk this way.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
Pretty neat little planet, though. Well, pretty diverse for what we got. So. Knock over a few trees, it's just fine. Yeah, I think if we head down this way, we'll be able to this should lead right to the base, hopefully. I don't know why they can't drop us a little closer. I mean, I know the dropships are actually, some of them are pretty well armored, so you would think they would be able to drop us just a tiny bit closer to these things. I think we might have to go down here, maybe. It's a little rocky, but we can get down this way. There we go. We're starting to get a few, we're starting to get a few tanks come up. So that means we're heading in the right direction, at least. We're still on this cliffside, though. Don't really like being on a cliff here. Trying to find a way down is going to be kind of the fun part. Alright, I'm gonna walk down the cliff. We can do this a little bit. We gotta be kind of careful. I think we got it this time. It looks like either that or I was just kind of misjudging that cliff. It could have been a lot smaller than it actually was. There's that down. There's that down, and we'll just walk through this part. Then I think the next one's up this hill here. So we got storage silos. I think we actually did these backwards. Usually you go to Alpha and then Bravo, but so I think we might have done it a little bit backwards, but that's kind of the beauty of this game. You can kind of do it in however order you want to, or however order you kind of find them in. So that's just fine. Got this. This is probably the warehouses. maybe. Maybe not. I think this might be inside the walls there. So that's just a random warehouse. I got caught up in the crossfire. Trying to go right through this wall. Yeah, there we go. Right on through. Come on. Come on. I don't want to walk through these things because that, I'm pretty sure, is the fuel silos or the storage silos. So I don't know what's actually in them. So it may not be the worst thing to... Alright, this thing's flattened, pretty much. I don't know what else is there to take out. There we go. Let's head this way now. Probably go this way. Got some, just some small turrets over here. Nothing to be concerned about. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Got that one down. We got this last thing over here. I'm just kind of surprised we haven't seen any more battle mechs than we have. I mean, we saw a couple of them. But, oh, there actually is a mech over there. I didn't see that. It's a light mech of some sort. It looks like they already took it out. So that's nice of them. Let's see, what else is there? These things out there. Yep. Alright.
All target buildings have been destroyed, Commander. Good job. Getting you an evac now. Head to the right location.
That's a fire starter. Ooh. Let's actually take this guy out. Why not? Because, I mean, figure we could do a little mech on mech combat, because we haven't really done much in this game yet, so. And we should have no problem, we have our 3 mechs on one of his, so don't think it should be too big of an issue, unless I keep missing. But turning your back on a mech is not great either. I'm gonna miss. Ah, he's gone. Alright. So that was nice still. I think we're still might have scratched a little bit of paint on there, but nothing too bad. Yeah, because when I first started playing this game, I don't know if it was just me being terrible at the game, or me just overstepping too quickly. But in my first playthrough, I was still kind of on it, but it just seemed like I was dying so much in missions. I hit like a brick wall and I could not do anything else. So I don't know. It seems like this game's a lot better though, which is good because I don't want to look too bad on camera. That's how that goes. So there's that. Another mission completed. Don't think we scratched anything too badly. Although, if we could get the Firestarter, I think the Firestarter is a 30-ton mech, which if we can find a 4th pilot, we could actually have 4 mechs on the battlefield at once, which, I mean, that would complete our Lance, so that would at least be something. It would be a little bit more of an upgrade. Although, the Firestarter is not, it's okay. I think we can actually, it's got these things called flamers on it. The flamers are, it pretty much is a big flamethrower. They don't do too much damage, but they can cause a mech to overheat. But it doesn't look like we actually got that mech, so that's unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll get that LRM-10 because it is a little bit better than most, and then the rest of this is pretty much just junk, to be honest with you. So we'll just kind of go down the list here and pick up some small lasers we can actually sell, or we can sell later. So yeah, nothing too bad at all. Let's go ahead and get these repairs going here. But I think on the Centurion, I might need to, I might be able to upgrade that missile with the one we just got. So let me take a look here. Edit loadout. No, we actually do have an LRM-10, but it's good to keep it in backup. We have 10 of them just standard, but we only have one of the good ones, so that's always nice. We got plenty of small lasers we can go sell, so that's pretty good. Probably sell that AC-10 as well. So maybe if we can find a store, we should go sell a bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and start those repairs. We might have to wait a couple of days just so that our mechs will be ready for the next mission. Because I don't think we're going anywhere. I think we're going to stay on this planet for at least 1 or 2 more missions. Let's do this. So we got 2 available here. What I might do is try to get these 2 contracts done. If we can find another mech, great, like a fire starter. We might just go buy one and then go buy another pilot. So we'll have 4 mechs and we can do this one. This is the armed robbery, which I think is the next story quest. Let's see here. Do we want to do a defense or do we want to do a war zone? More than likely than not, this one will actually provide at least 1 or 2 waves of battle mechs we can go fight. So we can try to increase that to 10 so that we can try to get the most out of it. We'll also get some damage coverage because that's always nice. But I think we're only going to have 1. We're going to risk it a little bit and get a little more money out of it. So there's that. I'll accept the mission, but all of them are being worked on. So what I'll do is I'll hit wait. And wait and wait. You can see all of our battle mechs are now ready, and now we can go over to contracts. It's already loading it, so that's why I like doing stuff like that. So it's all of our mechs are ready, all of our pilots are healthy and ready to go. So we can hit ready now, and hopefully this won't take very long to load. Well, it jumped from 48 to 62% pretty quick, and then it just died. It's not good. Yeah, so far it seems like it's actually been going, this has actually been a little bit better at this game, so I'm kind of glad this is going well, so, because I've been really enjoying this game too, because, I played it a lot right when I got it, but then it just kind of fell off. It's like, I don't know why, I don't know if other games, got my attention a little bit more, or I just kind of got burned out because I played it so much. Because I got it right around Christmas, right after Christmas, I think was, and I played this probably, 5 or 6, 6 or 7 hours a day for like a solid week and a half. So, because I think on my other game, it goes by days, how many days you get something done. I think I'm like on almost day 3,000 on that one. So yeah, let's. Head this way. So this is just a defend the base kind of thing. You always find these defense ones a little bit more tricky because you gotta remember where your weapons are going, because you can accidentally hit the base and cause damage yourself. So gotta be careful of that. Gotta be kind of mindful. Head over this way. We'll just jump down this cliff. It's not that far of a drop. So you have a couple secondary objectives to keep it above 20 and 40%. That usually is not too awful bad, but we'll see.
Greetings, Commander. Welcome to Checkpoint Bravo. Happy to see you made it.
I don't see anybody yet, so I'm just going to keep full throttle around here to see if I can find somebody. There they are. If you're just at the side of this hill here. Got that guy down, so got a feel they might be coming from this side more than anything else.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
So we'll just kind of keep orbiting like between these 2 kind of outlets. Hopefully that well. So that was all of them. There we go. So we got a mech coming out now. That's what I was expecting. You know what? Is there a way in? No, not really. So let's just kind of come on, Jenner, out of the way. So we will need to. Oop, there's some. So now they're kind of coming from anywhere they can. That's what I thought. So, but the battle mechs are what I'm kind of concerned about the most. I mean, that's just a locust, but I got a feeling they might come out with more later. And those can get a little. I mean, I think the last time. Oh crap! So they lost. The lost missed, I think, 2 commandos after us. So that's a pretty, you know, not mechs that you take too lightly, especially since you really don't have any big ones. These locusts are usually pretty easy.
Focus target has been updated.
And that's what I mean by that. It's like, yeah, I do kind of swing wide sometimes and accidentally hit something we're trying to defend. Come on, mech. Already, I think. Might swing around this way. If he does, I'll be sitting here waiting on him. There he is. Oh, we've got him sandwiched now. Come on. Take out one of his legs. Yes. Yes. Alright, let's back up and make sure he doesn't explode. There he is. Cool. So that's not quite half of them dead, but we're getting closer. There's another mech there. Send our guys after him. Let's get rid of the tanks here and the helicopters, because they're probably going to send those out too. And double check, make sure there's no other tanks up here. Then we'll focus on that locust. Yep. I think that might be all of them around here. So. Alright, Locust, what are you doing? Alright, he's already lost a leg, so he can't be that quick around here. Well, probably quicker than I am right now.
Focus target received, Commander.
Recon reports additional forces entering the engagement.
Alright, so we got
area,
4 more
Commander.
left.
Be on the lookout for them.
Let's see how these guys fare. Ah, there's another Jenner.
On your target, Commander.
Well, that would be a nice mech to have. I'll let my guys take care of them. I need to make sure there's no other tanks or anything around here that can run in there and just wipe us out.
Coordinated fire on requested target.
Come on, let me walk this hill. Yeah, there's a couple of things out here. That's what I was kind of concerned about. But that Jenner's kind of a little bit more of a target because they are a little bit heavier light mech. They're actually the heaviest light mech in the game, so it's not the worst thing in the world. So if we can get that, I think that would put us right at our tonnage limit. So, come on. What do we got here? Oh, it's a spider. Nothing useful. I mean, I know when we first fought the spider in episode 1, we had a few issues taking it down, but we did lose a lot of armor, and we didn't have the burst AC-10 either. So, you know. Lost a leg. Alright. we've got that generator to take down.
Target acquired.
He's about dead too, so I don't doubt that he'll be dead here rather shortly.
Firing on the commander's requested target.
Target destroyed.
Enemy battle mech eliminated.
There we go. So there's all 13 enemies down.
Commander. Well done.
We actually kept the garrison above 83%. That's actually pretty good. I mean, fair enough, it took damage, which you can't go into a mission like that thinking it won't take damage. Because even with stray fire, if you can keep everybody out, even stray fire is going to hit a wall or a building or something like that. So I'm okay with 83%, but that's just me. See what we got in salvage wise. I'm kind of hoping we get either the spider or the Jenner. I'm hoping more for the Jenner, just because even if we can get either one, we can sell those. I mean, that makes a ton of money. You know, we'll see here. Let's see what we got. Didn't look like they dropped either one of those battle mechs, which is crappy to say the least. Alright, so let's go ahead and just grab whatever we can, salvage wise, because we're pretty much getting everything but that little SRM. I'm really kind of surprised we didn't get more in the way of mech wise. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here, we'll hit repair, because nothing's been blown off. We got a couple of paint scratches, nothing to be concerned about. So we'll get that taken care of. Run back over here and go up the stairs. And up one more time. Go over here. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to do this last contract. I'm going to have the mechs repaired and everything like that. Then we'll head to an industrial sector. We can't get contracts there. But because of that, we can actually get repairs done faster there. We can buy new battle mechs, hire pilots, things like that. So we actually can negotiate for everything on here. So we've got enough. We're actually now at +3, which is trusted. So we can actually fully max out everything here. So yeah, we'll accept that one. We'll go back to home. We'll hit wait, and everything's refitted, so we're ready to go then. Here's kind of the cool thing, though. Shoot, what was I going to say? Every once in a while, I kind of blank out, and I'm like, I can't remember. I was going to say something that was kind of neat, and then I don't remember what it was. So, well, we'll continue on with this mission, though, and hopefully we can maybe find a battle mech to actually salvage. I can't believe we really didn't get the other two. I know something we really should have, hopefully, I would have gotten, but that's okay. And we're sitting on $3.1 million. I know you guys can't see that because my head's in the way, but we got about just over $3 million. We'll be probably close to about 3.4 once this mission's over. Plus all the stuff we can sell. We'll probably be closer to $4 million that we can go purchase another battle mech with. So yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know how well that's going to go, but we'll see. So yeah, let's get this mission done. Hopefully, maybe we can salvage one from here. If not, we can always buy one later. Not drinking tea today. Wasn't really in the mood for tea. I had 2 cups of coffee already this morning. I wasn't really in the mood for anything else. So I just got some nice water. So yeah, that's pretty basic there. So we're getting close here. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. I really was kind of hoping to see one of those 50-ton mechs. I know that might be a little hard for us to find, or hard for us to fight, I should say. But even though if we could salvage one of those, that'd be even better. Because we would only be able to field 3 mechs then, probably. I don't think we could, finagle it. We could get 4, but having 2 medium-sized mechs out there is a good kind of a deterrent, I guess. So.
We're right on the front lines, Commander. The good news is that we can rack up a big salvage payout if we're able to maintain our position. But remember, you have to be alive to spend it. Come back safe.
Alright. So hopefully this mission won't go too awful bad.
Stay sharp, MechWarriors. Allied Command reports
So,
To earn our pay.
so this one it's a war zone contract. So essentially, people will just start coming after us. Usually start off kind of light, just some tanks usually, but eventually we'll ramp up into battle mechs and things like that too. So,
Enemy eliminated.
but all we gotta do is kill. We don't have to worry about defending. We don't have to worry about anything like that. We just gotta kill these guys.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
And this base here, that's just a base that's out in the middle of nowhere. We don't have to worry about it. So that's nice. We missing something? All right, no, there's a guy over here.
Target acquired.
How in the world did that thing not die? Come on. Oh, well, okay, didn't hit our guy. So I was kind of worried about because friendly fire is the thing.
My scope is lighting
go.
up with more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
Kind of hard to stay frosty in the middle of a desert, but that's all right. All right, we actually got a battle mech this time. That's just a spider.
On requested target.
Maybe I should just get SRM'd on this thing. I know it's not usually the brightest idea, but especially how we fight, it's, you know, we're always in these really kind of close quarter fighting, so it's gonna be the worst idea to actually get short range missiles on this thing. I know it kind of take away our firepower, kind of our long range stuff, but it may not be the worst idea in the world.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
Hopefully they'll bring something a little bit heavier this time. That's kind of the hope. Alright, what do we got here? We got another spider.
Focus target has been updated.
Come on. There's one leg down.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Is that one down?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We all right? Carrier. He's dead.
Looks like you've got their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles incoming on your position.
Oh, got a helicopter over here.
Acquired.
So we can even get him down before they even reach us.
My kill.
Or not. Might have been a little too far out there.
Target destroyed.
There's going to be 2 more targets out here somewhere. Oh, there's another battle mech here.
Acquired.
It's a fire starter.
ID
Ooh.
received. Engaging.
There's a missile carrier over here too. Let's take him out, and we'll worry about the fire starter now. Come on. Leg damage, come on. Take him out. There we go.
We've reached our quota, Commander. From here on out, we're racking up bonus pay.
So, right now, our mechs are totally fine, so I'm just going to stay for a minute or two.
Ready for evac.
Because we have to head over there. It's not that far away, so if we have to run, we can. But we've already got the mission technically completed. They're just going to keep sending enemies after us. If we can find, you know, if we can get one of those bigger mechs to spawn and kill it, it may not be too awful bad. We got another one. We got a panther. Oh,
Confirmed. Firing.
I said bigger mechs, not mechs that are absolutely useless. Oh, that one does have a PPC on it, so we got to be careful. At least until we blow it off, because I know usually those PPCs are pretty easy to blow off those things. well.
Destroyed.
Alright, cool. You know what? Let's back up a little bit. I
Enemy
don't...
forces continuing to converge
Oh,
on your
crap. We
location.
almost have the
Safe
left
passage,
arm
Commander.
gone on ours. Let's do one more wave, and then I think we're going to get out of here.
Target acquired.
Look, these are all just tanks.
Target.
Another one.
Recon reports additional
All right,
forces entering
one more,
the
'cause
area,
that's-
Commander.
That was pretty simple. That was the head of a tank rolling past. Alrighty, what we got over
Target
here?
acquired.
Ooh, that's a Manticore. It's a pretty decent tanks. Now, fair enough. We just step on it, it's gonna die, but that's fair enough. There's something else out here. There's a helicopter
Target
there.
acquired. Target
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander. Watch out.
We're already up. Ooh, this is got a locust and a spider. Guys, go attack that one.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
I'm gonna take out this locust here. Hopefully, take out this locust here. Come on. Oh. Might as well, while he's got his back to me, I might as well hit him.
new target acquired.
He's hurting pretty good. There's one leg gun of his.
Build a mech. Enemy eliminated.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alrighty, these are the last ones to take out. I've already lost my arm, so I think this will be the last wave we do. Just because I don't think I can... I mean, I probably can survive for a little bit longer, but I don't want to...
Additional
Yeah.
hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Get out of here. An extra almost $165,000 just from that, so it's pretty good.
Well done, Commander. Time to collect our pay.
Okay, I think gotta replace an arm, but I don't think I lost any weapons because of it. I think it was just for some reason the Centurion, the left arm has no weapons on it, which I think is really kind of in lore. I think it's more for punching than anything else, because that's a thing you can do in some mechs where they're built for kind of like melee combat, and some even have like clubs or like axes they carry. Very famous one called the Hatchet Man that actually has a huge hatchet it carries. It's also an AC-10 though, so it's it's still kind of neat, but you can't really do. Hold on, I just didn't pick any salvage. All right, well, doesn't look like they dropped any of the mechs, which kind of sucks. Let's grab a bunch of medium lasers though, and those. I know the jump jets are kind of worth a little bit more, but I tend to lose a lot of lasers later on. So that's pretty good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to repair our mechs. You know what? Because we're going to a industrial hub anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and travel to there. It'll make our mechs cheaper to repair and also take a lot less time. And especially with me losing an arm, might not be the worst idea in the world. So let's head here. We'll travel, set course. They're pretty much that the extra bonus pay pretty much paid for our travel to this place, so that's not too bad. On top of what we already got, because we were already guaranteed that just for doing the mission. So, ooh, there's a rare mech for sale. You know what? Let's go ahead and head over there and see what kind of blackjack it is. So it's got 4 medium lasers and 4 flamers on it. That's not a bad mech at all. There's another fire starter we can get, an urban mech, which is a useless piece of junk. But in my inventory here, I do have some stuff I can sell. Sell that. We'll sell 5 of these off. We really don't need 11 of them. We really don't need that many medium lasers, so I'll sell 20 of these off because I do have 10 of the good ones. I also have a PPC I can sell. I have a bunch of small lasers I can sell. Or I'm sorry, I just have 1 there, but I have 6 of these. So now I'm up to 4.5 million. Sell that. Sell the SRM ammo. I think that's all I want to sell. So we're at $4.6 million. We can technically get that blackjack. We would be at, what, $700,000 if we did that? So you're kind of curious why this is rare mechs. So there are special mechs you can get in this game. There's rare mechs that the loadout for these are a little bit different than a stock one. But there's also hero mechs. So if you read any Battletech novels or anything online or anything like that, special mechs have special customizations for certain people. And those are kind of what they call the hero mechs in this one. So, but this is a rare mech. So this is not a typical blackjack loadout. The typical blackjack has 2 medium lasers and 2 AC5s on it. But it looks like on this one they actually replaced the 2 AC5s with 2 more lasers and a couple of flamers. Now with this, it does have 8 laser slots, which would be amazing to make that just a laser boat and put all 8 medium lasers on there. I can sell. If I get this, I couldn't actually get a 3rd or a 4th mech on there. I just have to replace one of them because I think we only had 35 tons to play with. But if I put this on there, I can replace the Javelin, which I can sell the Javelin then. So I think we're going to go ahead and purchase this one. Down to $727,000. So let's head over to our battle mechs here. Let's go ahead and repair them all, even the Javelin, because I think that's one we're going to get rid of. But I'm going to edit the loadout on this one. I'm going to strip the entire mech. Strip mech. So we'll get rid of all of it. It'll start work. Hold on, did I hit repair? I did not hit repair. So let's go ahead and repair everything on here. Also might need to just go into the generator as well to make sure I can hit repair all. I forgot there's a repair all button there. Let's see here. Generator. Edit loadout. Make sure there's nothing destroyed on this one. Nope. Repair all. Start work. Start. Centurion is a little more worse for wear. Edit the loadout on this one. Repair all. Didn't lose anything though, so that's good. And the blackjack. I want to do a little bit of work on this thing because I don't like having the flamers on there. So get rid of the flamers there, and there. So now we're down 4 tons. But we do have a bunch of medium lasers we can throw on there. I'm only going to throw. You know what? Let's just fill them all. Oh, that's flamers. Hold on. Yep. Medium lasers. Oh, can I not put? Oh, do I have to have a medium slot for? Oh, I do have to have a medium slot. So what I could do then is go and buy 4 small lasers. Let's do that. No, don't do anything yet. Revert back. Right, go to the market. I know we just sold all our medium lasers, and I probably shouldn't have. Market. We do have these large lasers here too. Small lasers. We'll just buy 3. We'll buy back what we just sold to them. And let's edit the loadout here. Get rid of the 4 flamers. And put 4 or 3 like that. And I know it's not quite the AC5, which I would have loved to have. But I think this will be at least a good upgrade for that Javelin, which only had the 4 medium lasers, or had the 4 medium lasers. So it's what, 15 more tons and a couple more small lasers. And with the kind of the close quarters combat we were doing, it's not the worst idea to do that. So let's wait until the Javelin's done. Let's see here, battle mechs. We'll go ahead and go back to actually the market, And our inventory, I want to sell the Javelin. They're going to give us almost $1 million for it. So, yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. So there we go. We're back up to 1.4 million. We have plenty of money right now, so we should be fine. Although we do need to paint the blackjack because we do have our set that over there. We do have a paint scheme we had going here. And I gotta find my piece of paper because I don't know what the codes were. Nope, that's not it. Say, aha. Reach onto the monitor here, grab this piece of paper. I think we're doing the Applejacks, what we were looking at. And then the primary is, this is hex code, FF6431. Make it a nice orange, and this should be a nice blue, 3B0092. And the tertiary color, I think it's in like a neon green, EEFF00. Or like a yellow. Yeah, there it is. Looks actually pretty nice on that mech too. Kind of like that. So we'll apply that. So that one's actually underweight. Hold on. Well, I guess because the small lasers don't weigh as much as the don't weigh as much as the flamers do. Oop, we're over tonnage there. Let's take 2 of them off. We'll max the armor out. Ooh, I can actually add another heat sink. Let's do that and hit strip armor and then max armor. That'll give us 45 tons. It won't max out all the armor. It looks like a little bit on the legs. But it'll give us a little bit more armor, a little more cooling, and I think that'll actually help that mech out quite a bit. And that should be a good mech for now, until we can probably trade it in. That's kind of the nice thing about these mechs is that it cost me $4 million. I can probably trade this in even after we used it for probably around $3 million or so. So, it'll still be kind of nice to have. So, let's go ahead and go back to the star map. While that thing's being repaired, we can go look for some other contracts here. There's a high reward quest there, and I kind of want to know what that is. I'm wondering if that's actually that one mission we were looking at. So let's actually go over here and hit travel. It's going to cost us 200 grand. So hopefully this will take. Hopefully this mission will be kind of worth it. Alright, so this is what I'm wondering. If this is Interstellar Expedition, so accept that mission. Where is armed robbery at? I think it's actually here. Yes. I think this is the one. This might be the actual story mission, and I could be wrong about that. But there's also other quests on here. There are actually some quest lines you can do. One of them is actually you can play either both sides. One of them you're helping these farmers, you're defending this farm, or the other one they're actually like repoing the farm, you're actually destroying it, and then that leads down to a different quest as well. So we can also max these out because we're really friendly with these guys too, or at least recognized. These are just mercenaries. We're just going to do an assassination. We have a tonnage level of 135 tons. I'm wondering, we're at 130 tons, perfect. So there we go, 2 medium mechs and a pretty heavy light mech. So I think this will be a great lance for now. Because usually 135, 145 tons is kind of what we're looking at right now, which I really don't understand. The only thing I can think of is if those are what the employer limits us to. Because if we're dropping our own lance from our own ship, we should be able to bring as many mechs as we want to. And that was kind of my complaint about it. But that's the only thing I can think of is maybe the person who's paying us will only limit us to a certain amount of mechs on the battlefield because they don't want to pay as much. And that could be true too. I really don't know, but that's kind of my little rant about that. Come on, game. I did my rant. That should have at least given you enough time to load. But I guess not. Come on. A little more. A little more. Almost there. There we go. Let's get back into this. Do. Alrighty. Hopefully the blackjack does really well.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, Commander. The only thing standing between us and this company's supplies is their leader, Anders Willman. Take him out, and we'll be able to get our salvage crews planetside. Willman's forces have mostly fled the area, but you should still expect some resistance.
So this one, we might have a couple different waypoints we have to go find this guy at. We only have this one, but it might lead, he might not be there, so they'll give us another checkpoint, we have to go check there. These can be a little bit hectic sometimes because we don't know exactly where this guy's at. We have to take him out, so. Kind of the idea is, though, we only have to take out the one guy, so once we find him, we can kill him and then get out of here. We don't have to kill anybody else. Another frost planet, though, so that's kind of nice. Blackjack's lagging a little bit behind, but it's all you gotta remember. You're going from a 30-ton mech to a 45. Those extra 15 tons can slow a mech down pretty quick. All right, we've got some.
Cold is actually impressive.
Yep, got some targets out here.
Target acquired.
It's a Manticore. Ooh. Don't like that. He's got a PPC on, and that's what kind of makes those things kind of dangerous.
Target destroyed.
But you gotta remember, they're still just tanks, and tanks are squishy in this game.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target down.
Aha, there he is. Oh, that's a hunchback. Alright, we gotta take that guy out now. So a hunchback is it's one of the 55-ton mechs. They are rather beefy. Hunchbacks are just notoriously hard to take down, and they're good mechs. But thankfully, that's not the big one. So there's a bigger one, hunchback, that has an AC-20 on it. I think it's the lightest mech that can actually carry an AC-20. So it can be rather a formidable opponent to some, especially like mechs like ours. So clear out these tanks, though. We can clear out the tanks. We can just worry about him. If we can draw him out here a little bit more too, that'd be great.
Scorpion is receiving heavy fire.
Alright, so now it's just him.
Target acquired.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
All right, Willman is out of the picture, and we'll be able to get ourselves some of his much-needed resources. And hey, the inner sphere
there's
is
a-
a better place without him.
There's a spider sitting here.
Now let's get you all home. Head to the evac point.
Let's get rid of this spider because I got a feeling he might. Oh, there might be more. You know what? I think it's just time to leave. Let's just get out of here. They might start following us, but can't be that far of an evac zone. Sort of. So let's just get out of here then.
Moving into formation, Commander. Negative on last. Sorry, Commander.
All right. Well, that was a lot easier than I expected. I don't know if my guys just hit them really hard when I was taking out those tanks, or what, but It must have done something to him. I can hear our ship on top of there, but the problem is we have to go around here somehow. How, I'm not 100% sure yet. This would be the one nice thing that you can actually have jump jets. You can just jump over that cliff, but I'm okay with sacrificing a bit more time so that you know what? I don't know if we can go this way. Maybe. I think there might be a little bit of an opening on top of that radar. We'll see though. Or at least give us a place we can at least climb up. That is kind of the other issue. Let's see here. Not really. Ugh. We might have to turn around and go, number one, face those guys, but so I don't see anywhere else we can actually walk up that place. Alright, so let's
Focusing the shared target.
take out these spiders, or this spider. That's right. You got your legs down now. You got nothing. Come on.
Target destroyed.
Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to go back through the camp, or at least back down this way to try to find a way up. I don't think we can climb up this. Oh, we got a mech over here. I think that's that locust. I don't quite think we can climb up this way.
Target acquired.
I'm sorry, it's a fly.
Structure failure. Lost something. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Well, I might be restarting this mission. You know what? Let's go ahead and restart because we just lost somebody. Let's just go ahead and restart because I got lost there. We should have been fine. Oh crap! I just realized that for some reason. Oh, hold on. There we go. For some reason, it switched over to my countdown screen. Really nothing to see there, honestly. We killed him. Not really a big deal. I cannot believe that for some reason it switched over to the countdown screen, which is odd. Unless it just went to because the commands every once in a while are on the F keys. I'm wondering if it accidentally hit or I accidentally bumped the keyboard or something like that. That was my bad. All right, well, you live and learn. You really didn't miss much. I mean, we killed him. I mean, it was just a back shot we killed him with. So we get to see it again. So that's always a fun thing. I think what we need to do though is once we pop him, we need to clear out the base just a little bit from the tanks and things like that, and we just need to find a route out. That might be the best way since we know where the kind of where you can go out at. I think it might be best to
Sensors online. Weapons online.
to actually
All systems nominal.
just try to get out of there or try to find a better way out of there. So.
Supplies is their leader, Anders Willman. Take him out, and we'll be able to get our salvage crews planet side. Willman's forces have mostly fled the area, but you should still expect some resistance.
Yeah, there's other missions like this that I've done that the guy himself will be in like a medium mech like this, but he's surrounded by like 3 or 4 medium and heavy mechs. So it's like, I don't know how you take those guys out, but all right. I'm a little more beating myself up over the fact that it wasn't being broadcast. That was kind of my fault. So, but hopefully we can get this taken care of.
Falling in fire formation, Commander.
Hopefully we can get this taken care of now, and we actually can. You guys can see what was going on. Just a nice stroll back to the base. Looks like we already got some helicopters coming out there. There's a man of Manticore. Go, there's that guy down. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, he's already come out of the base.
Focus target has been updated.
I I think he has an AC 10 on that one, which is not the worst. I mean, that's what I have on this thing, so it's not like the worst thing in the world, but still do a lot of damage if used properly. So, as you can see, though, I'm not using this properly.
New target acquired.
Now, let's clean up the turrets real quick, because these turrets, some of these can actually have like medium lasers on them, so got to be careful with them. There's some little later on that are, you know, have like AC 10 ammo, things like that on them. So yeah, you just got to be kind of careful with what kind of lasers they are. Some have missiles. Missiles are kind of a big thing too on turrets. So what is hitting me so hard? I think it's these guys up here. Now let's get this guy down. These legs, a lot easier to hit, so I was trying to go for the legs here. Yes.
Willman is out of the picture, and we'll be able to get ourselves some of his much-needed resources. But hey, the inner sphere is a better place without him. Now let's
I
get
still don't see a way out of here.
evac points.
Component damage critical. Need assistance.
Dang it, we've already lost another guy.
Holy shit.
So, we might be repairing the generator again, but come on, let me out of here. There's the flea. Just kind of run and gun here, so we can just get out of here.
New target acquired.
I think I can see where we get out of that.
Moving on your 6, Commander.
Hopefully we didn't lose a pilot there. I did lose a weapon though, so that's not great. See here, we did lose the right arm. That's where the AC 10 is. But to fight these bigger mechs, you're gonna gotta take that risk and lose. You know, you might lose a weapon or two. But we do have a backup one, and that's the good thing. That's one thing I've learned from games like this, is you always have a backup, especially when resources like those are rare. You just,
Component lost.
oh, for God's sakes, please. Come on. Go a little faster. Must go faster. There we go, we should be fine now. So we're repairing quite a bit now, which is, this is more like how my other game would go, but hopefully we didn't lose a pilot. That's kind of the other thing. Because what kind of stinks is you can actually lose pilots pretty quick in this game, and you can spend a lot of time training pilots, and all of a sudden they're gone. And it sucks because you have all that skill, and now you have to put someone there who may not be nearly as good into a mech that they were using, and you're still kind of hoping that they're, you know, you're still kind of relying on those skills that they just don't have yet. So hopefully he's not dead. He could be injured. Still no mechs for salvage. We'll snag up those. We'll take the AC-2 and the AC-5. So he's injured, but he's not dead, which is, you know, better than I thought. Although, for doing this quest, we got a Locust. We'll claim that mech. So now we have a Locust, which is not a great mech, to be honest with you. I'll show you why here in a second. So, repair mech, yes. I'm going to refit. I might actually, hold on. Stop that. Yes. Edit loadout, because I think we're about to replace repair all. And we lost the heatsink, so we'll just have to replace it with another heatsink. No big deal. Yep, that's full. That's good there. Centurion, I think we'll have to edit this loadout because I don't think we actually have we do have one of those. We actually have two of them. I'm a little surprised there. Repair all. That'll be ready to go in about 23 days. The Jenner, I'm going to edit this one because I got a feeling, yeah, this is going to be rather nasty to see in here. Let's get rid of these jump jets because I think we can put more armor on this thing and be a little bit better at it. We also don't have any SRM4s. So let's go ahead and repair this one. Start the work. I know it's not going to be quite as good. Oh, let me show you this Locust here. So this is a 20-ton mech. It's got 2 medium lasers and 2 machine guns on it. And that's it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and travel to an industrial zone, which I'm going to Haynesville. I think that no matter what, this is going to cost us about 100,000, so that's not too bad. Set course. I'm going to sell the Locust and sell some other stuff. Grab some SRM4s because I don't have any. And maybe see if they have an SRM10. Because I think to me, an SRM10 would make more sense on that Centurion than anything else. Just because it doesn't seem like we use... holy cow. An AC-20 burst fire. Let's take a look at that thing. Probably won't get it, but... because $1.4 million, that's why. But... yeah, that thing, that's the deadliest weapon probably in this game, and it shoots 3 of those shots. Yeah, that's going to be rather lethal. But yeah, let's go ahead and sell this AC-2 and the AC-5, because I really don't need either one of those, because we don't have a mech that'll fit those. We'll sell all 4 flamers off. Keep the small lasers, because we do need some of that. We'll give the AC-10 ammo as well, because I use AC-10 ammo. Let's go over here to the market. Do we have any SRMs? No, they have some LRM-10s with Artemis 4 on it. If you don't know what Artemis is a improved guided system for missiles. So that's very nice to see. Oh, here's some SRM-4s. Let's get we'll get 2 of them. You know what? We have the money. Let's go ahead and get all 3. Because we're also going over here to Battle Mechs and selling this Locust. So I don't want it. It gives us $800,000, so it's nice of them to give us that kind of money. And they really don't have anything else. They have 4 Locusts and an Urban Mech for sale. So that's not great. But we'll go over here to Battle Mechs. We'll go ahead and generate. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cancel that. Edit loadout. Repair all. We'll then get rid of these jump jets. Going to get rid of the SRM-4, we'll replace it. If we max the armor out, that puts us at 35 tons, and it gives us 80 more armor on this one. So that's why I do like adding more, or getting rid of jump jets just to add a little bit more armor to things. So those will take a couple more days to be refitted and repaired. We really don't need anything else over here, both mech-wise or equipment-wise. I mean, that's nice, but I really don't need them. Same with the AC-20 burst fire. That thing would be incredible on the battlefield, but I don't have any mechs to fit it on, nor do I really have the money to really spare for that. We have $2 million, which is really nice, but let's see here. So let's go ahead and travel back out to somewhere. Breedmon might not be a worse one to go to. We'll go there. It's going to cost us 200 grand though. But that'll give us time to refit our mechs as well as get our pilot healed because we don't have anybody else to replace them right this second. I mean, you can buy multiple if you don't have you have a spare pilot or 2. Not the worst idea in the world. And this game is very similar to what the game called BattleTech, which is kind of the turn-based one. A lot of times in there, I'll keep an extra 2 or 3 pilots sitting around just so that if one is hurt, I can still go out on missions. What is this group? Oh, it's a pirate liaison. Ooh. So these are getting level 10 missions, which is it's a little more difficult. We were doing level 9, so these might be a little difficult for us, but we're going to go ahead and do it. So we can bring all of our mechs. So we don't want to do a Warzone one right this second. We'll do the defense one. Oh, that's right. So we'll have to wait on this one, Wait 26 days. The contract's ready though. We'll hit ready there. We'll let the game load. And we'll go back out there. I looked at the blackjack last time. And it looked like it was doing okay. I mean, it was a heck of a mission to throw it into. I mean, we're throwing it into a, we're throwing it into an assassination mission against a pretty heavy opponent. So, I can't really fault it for doing that. So, I still wonder though if maybe that was maybe not the best idea in the world just to put small lasers on it, but we'll see. It really was it's no worse than what we had there, so I'm okay with it. So, come on. Grab some water real quick while it loads. Da, 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 da. Alright. We gotta go to the base we're gonna defend at Alpha, which is over here. So it's over here. Yeah, we can go around this way.
It's only us out here, so let's move quickly to establish a defensive perimeter.
Now for our pre-mission stroll now. It's like every mission. Oh, come on. There was a simple rock there. We could have gone over it. Go.
You've reached the target, Commander.
That's a pretty cool shot with all three mechs in there. That's pretty cool. Alright, so
Alright, ComSync up and working. Establishing visual now. Well, damn, look at you lot. Impressive, gotta say. Though I wasn't sure you were going to make it. Get in and get comfortable. These bastards we've been holding off won't stay away long.
Target
Hostile forces just crossed the perimeter, Commander. They're
All right.
heading your way.
target acquired.
well, if I can get a lock on this guy.
Target
My kill.
So that was the only thing I would kind of miss long range missions with, because they do have a lock on to kill helicopters and things like that. It would be kind of nice, but if I can find an SRM-10, I might try it out on this mech
target
just to see what it'd be like.
More targets converging on your
Because I always think like a missile shotgun. So that's what I'm kind of thinking of, and especially since we're always this, kind of up close and personal with all of our targets. We really don't have. I mean, I haven't really found a huge use. I mean, there is some uses for long range missiles like that, and we probably won't. What I usually call a missile boat. We'll build one of those later on if we can get like something like a trebuchet or a from over here. If we can get something like a trebuchet or a well, it's right above my head and I can't really hit him from there.
destroyed.
If we get something like that, a catapult's a great example, or I think it's called Archer is the biggest one you get, or the Stalker. There's one called the Stalker that's pretty good. That you can build into a missile boat. But yeah, that's pretty much their whole job is just to. There's next. Oh, there's not a next. Oh, there's next over here. Just their job is just to launch missiles at people, and so we probably will build one of those later on. So it's not like every mech will have missiles on it or something like that. But it's still probably not a bad idea to have for now. All right, where is these guys? Where are these guys at? There's one.
Target acquired.
We're on your target, Commander.
That's what I wanted to do. And lined up.
Target
Another one.
All right, where is this other guy at? he just did he not. Oh, no, there it goes.
Just cross the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
I'll walk up here a little more and see if I can see him a little easier. Maybe
We
not.
got company closing in on us. Go get 'em.
And they're coming on the other side. Yep, there's one. Ooh, it's an urban mech.
Target.
The what they call the urban trash cans, because that's what they look like and that's how they act. Because they are not great mechs. If I'm not mistaken, the urban mech is kind of like a police patrol mech. I mean, really, that's what it was built for. It's not really built to do much else. So it has a small laser and an AC-10 on it. So the problem is, you know, you can sit there and just rinse through these things. And if you blow off both arms, you're kind of just new to the mech. So.
Acquired.
So there's AC-10 gone, and there's laser gone.
Target
Hostiles are escalating their
And he's
assault
dead.
on your position, Commander. Be careful.
And they don't take too much to take out too. So
target
of
acquired.
course they're coming on the other side this time. There's a mech coming in here. I want to know what that mech is. I think it's a spider. But oh, there's 3 mechs. Oh, that's well, that's not great. All right, let's run over here.
Target
I know one. Yeah, there's a locust. I think there was a spider. So
Trigger finger, huh? Get nervous? Well, get a grip and get after the enemy. They're the ones shooting at you.
well, maybe.
Target down.
destroyed.
All right, there's one mech gone.
We're getting hammered here. You need to take these guys down.
Yeah, these guys talk a lot for not being shot at. Alright, what do we got here? That's a spider, and we got 2 spiders. Alright. Not really much to worry about then.
Target
Enemy mech eliminated.
Now this will be the first mission we can actually salvage a mech and
target
do one of these. Can you not, please? Can't see with you fogging up the windows here.
acquired.
Easy, Commander. Nice kill. That's even going critical.
Pretty sure that was a headshot too. I could be wrong, but
Target down.
there we go. I think that's all 14 taken out.
Enemies on the scope, Commander. Well done.
All right. Some pretty good music in this game too. You know, it's not bad at all. I think I even have the soundtrack of this somewhere. Like I when I bought the game, I bought the deluxe edition, so I got a bunch of extra stuff, including the soundtrack. So that is pretty neat. Alrighty, working our way towards level 5 here. Look at this. Got a locust we can technically get, but I really don't need that thing. So, I mean, I could sell it. I mean, it's saying that it's worth about 1.4 million, but let's go ahead. We'll just buy the jump jets because that's just stuff we can sell. Alrighty, nobody died, no one got injured. It's a good thing. Just get our mechs repaired. And yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen one. We haven't seen the next story mission yet, because it's just saying we just need to take more and more missions, which is fine. We're just training our guys up as fast as we can. We'll do this one called Pick a Fight. Let's see here. We have 7. We can just go ahead and get all of them. So we can get quite a bit of money. We'll get also quite a bit of damage covered, and we hopefully, if we can find a mech, if something decent drops, we might be able to pick it up. So we'll accept that. I know our mechs aren't quite ready yet. We'll hit wait. Now they are ready. Let's see contracts. We'll go ahead and hit ready there. Let's keep loading here. So this is kind of, I mean, you kind of see, not the entire game, but you kind of see how the cycle works now of this game. Hopefully here soon we can start advancing the story just a little bit more. Because we're still waiting on that guy to contact us, which I think he might do at level 5. Don't quite remember, but probably around there if I had to guess. So hopefully that'll be here soon. I kind of like this whole lance. I think it's fast enough that we can kind of get in and get out pretty quick, and do the defenses pretty well. The other game I have, I kind of went right for like heavy mechs, which is some of these missions on some of the early missions, you really kind of do want some speed in your mechs. So I think this is a good starting lance right here, and we can drop everything. I mean, we could technically get another 15 tons out of it. Essentially what I would have to do is upgrade the generator to a 50-ton mech. Is probably would be the next thing I would do. Yeah, I just right now I don't think it's really worth it. Because the generator's for what it is, it's a good mech. I like the speed of it too. So so I'll keep it for now. I don't think I wanted to get rid of that javelin, because the javelin I wasn't a huge fan of, because it's a light mech. Only 30 tons, only carrying 4 lasers. And if I can get an extra 15 tons on the battlefield with a couple extra lasers on it, I'm okay with that. So alrighty. This is a war zone contract, so this is the one where we have to kill at least 14 or 17 or however many people. Then we can stay as long as we want to. So fingers crossed we might be able to find a
Opportunity to pull off a big payday.
find
If
a
we
nice
maintain
a mech to
the
salvage here.
contract stipulates, Commander. That said, Farhad will never shut up about it if your mechs return to the hangar looking like Swiss cheese.
Ooh,
Good luck.
I'm a big fan of Swiss cheese, though. Our mech tech might not like it, but I'm a big fan of Swiss cheese. Now, how do we cross this chasm here? Maybe down this way a little more? I don't know, actually. No, I don't want to get stuck down in that ravine. We might have to go back. It looks like how our pilots are going. Because if they can't find a path, they'll try to go to the closest point. And so if they can find a spot down that way to cross, works out kind of nice. I kind of wish they'd give you a little bit more of an overview map before you start, so that you can say, all right, when I leave, I want to turn right.
It feels weird in places like this.
I don't know, maybe that's just me. If I can get down to that chasm, I just don't know if I can get back out of it. That's kind of the other thing. I don't see anything around here. So let's try to go down south a little bit more. Looks like there's a point down here it kind of becomes a little more flat, and we can go up and around maybe. Dude. This is even a longer stroll than usual.
A lot of ice, right? Right. Com check.
I love it how just when you're not in battle, your guys will just sit there and talk about different things. It's pretty funny. Usually it's about the planet you're on, but you know. Up to an outside view here. We're getting back on the base. Let's go back at the cockpit here.
An academy
Alrighty, so now we just gotta, once this thing triggers, hopefully we can start spawning some enemies for us to take down. Ooh, I might have just clipped the building a little bit. Alright, I'm going to, since we've already established that, I'm going to walk back out of the base. I'm not a huge fan of fighting in between buildings. Kind of prefer to fight out here in the open. Alright, we got some enemies coming over somewhere. Walk around the base though. There we go, there's one of them.
I got it.
Target acquired.
Alrighty. They gotta be around this side, I guess. I know there's one in the base. I think it looks like a little hovercraft. Not too bad, but hopefully more will start popping up around here. Or not. Alright, well that's it's not great. Is it just these two things that spawned? Like the first things? Oh, there's three of them. Hold on. See if they come around here. And there should be one more over here.
Target acquired.
This is that one. It's a light tank. Nothing too awful bad. Where is he at, though? Is he down in the... Did he fall in the canyon or something? Because I don't see him at all. He's 1,000 meters... How in the world did he get all the way over there? I got a feeling he might have fallen in the canyon and now is trying to backtrack. Back kind of up where we came through at. Just so that he can come in and get killed by us. I mean, thoughtful of him. It's really nice, but you know, still, that was kind of odd. There he is.
Target
That was quick. Alright, well, there they are. So what we got here? Got a spider, got a locust, and a harasser. Alright, let's see. Can we get a missile lock? We can't get anything here. Come on, let's take out the platform first. And then we're trying to go after this mega locust here.
Target destroyed.
So we can work with the mechs now.
Target acquired.
We're on your target, Commander.
So I'll have them go after the spider and I'll take care of the locust here. But you see what I mean by the missiles though? Is like right now we have nothing, or we can't use the missiles where we can actually use a third weapon, like a small, or the SRMs to help take out these locusts.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles.
That's we're about halfway done with this mission. It's probably coming from this way. Could be wrong, but probably coming in from this way. There's
Target acquired.
another tank there. I can't even hit the broadside of a barn now.
My kill.
Target
There we go. We got a mecha.
acquired.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about these guys.
Target destroyed.
And that, I mean, you can see why that's just, it's not worth that mech.
Target destroyed.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander. ETA unknown.
Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, that's a Jenner. That might be actually worth the kill. we gotta kill him anyway, so it's not like...
Target received. Engaging.
Yeah, I mean, we have to kill him anyway, so it's at least let's try to salvage some of it.
New target acquired.
The guy's not dead yet. There he goes.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Alright.
Enemy eliminated.
Cool. Got those guys down now. I don't think there's... Oh, there's one more. Where's he at? He's in the base somewhere. You know, without the guns and the blackjack, it kind of looks like it's already missing some weapons, but I know it's not. It just looks that way. Just, I'm used to seeing a blackjack with the two guns. They're pretty distinct on the front of it, so, you know. We'll stay for a little bit and see what we can get into. Don't see anybody yet, but doesn't mean they're not around. There they are.
Target acquired. Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target
Okay,
acquired.
I'm gonna fire starter.
Commander.
Walk in here, try to get, trying to use his flamers on me. I've knocked off one. All right, that was a good kill. Very quick. Got 45 grand now, and C-Bills, not bad. Or bonus pay, I should say. That's a bit of a run
Target
for the evac out of here.
Got another one.
Alrighty, is there anything? What else is out here? Don't see anything out of here. Which is a bit odd, but oh, hold on. Turn. It's coming up actually behind us.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alrighty, come on. Where's the last guy at? There he is.
Enemy reinforcements are spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
Come on, come on, guys. Where you at? Don't really need too many repairs now. I mean, armor's taking quite a bit of a beating, but we're okay for now. Don't know where these guys might be at. Oh, there's one.
Acquired. Destroyed.
Yeah.
I think I'm not dead. There he goes.
Enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander.
Send something that's worth killing. That's the problem. What do we got?
Acquired.
And that's a commando, and that's a spider. All right, you guys take that one.
Got your target, Commander.
Blackjack's gonna step right in front of me here. Take out this light tank real quick, and then go after the commando. Uh-oh, come on.
Reactor failure detected. Look out.
I'm getting out of here. I know we got a helicopter left, but if we leave the helicopter alive, we can
Hostiles have been dispatched.
hopefully get out of
They're
here. I know they
heading your
just
way.
killed him, but let's get out of here.
Getting into formation, Commander.
We might have to fight our way out too, so that's not the best idea in the world. Oh boy. Something just big just spawned. That's a medium. I don't know what it is.
Acquired.
Oh, it's a shoot, what's that thing called? It's not not the best mech in the world, but a cicada. That's what it is. So that one of those just spawned. Cicada, I mean, it's not a great mech, to be honest with you. It carries like here's a PPC and like 2 or 3 medium lasers. It's not really the best mech in the world. It's a medium mech though, so it's kind of like the urban mech in the medium worlds. They're still taking down people too, which is pretty funny. There's a locust out there too. Right now, I think the best thing we can do is just go. I mean, those two guys aren't damaged that much, but my mech's kind of hurting. So let's get out of here. We got a decent bonus of 175,000, give or take. Unless they take out one of the. Oh, there's another.
New
There's
target
2 medium
acquired.
mechs there, or if they're both. They're probably both cicadas. So. I was half tempted to turn it around because that might boost our bonus pay a little bit, but you know what? I'm probably going to regret this, but
Target acquired.
Focusing on issue target.
I'm wanting to continue to back up towards the
That component.
yeah.
Engaging your target, Commander.
May not be the best idea in the world, but we're getting money, so. Oh, we just broke 200,000. That's awesome. And that cicada might die here shortly. I know I'm kind of keeping an eye on our guy's health. There's a helicopter coming our way too.
New target acquired.
I can.
Target destroyed.
All right, we're up to over 250,000. Should we? No, I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna try to fight a locust. We're already hurting, so let's go ahead and back up here. We'll back up into the evac zone. So hopefully, if he does come charging over that hill, we can provide some fire, but not too much here.
Let's get
And
out
he's
of here,
almost
Commander.
dead too.
Job well done.
Oh well.
Looks like you've got their attention. I'm showing multiple
Oh, I wonder if that
hostiles
gave us the
incoming
bonus for
from your
that too, because
position.
we just took out that locust as well. At least my guys did, so we might get that bonus, we might not, who knows. Okay, quite a few kills though. It's a pretty good mission. As you can see, we did take quite a few hits. Oh, wow. Alright. And you know what? We haven't done it yet, so I want to go ahead and salvage the commando. And an AC-10 burst fire. I'll get one of those. That's always nice. We don't need any more burst lasers. Or, I'm sorry, medium lasers. AC-10 ammo is not the worst thing in the world. Get a couple of heat sinks too, because we're running a little low on those. No pilot injuries either. So, and we have a commando now. Why? I don't know. Felt like it could be worth it. I'm actually going ahead and repair all. I'm going to move that heat sink though. Move it up to the torso. Seems like the ones in the legs get shot off quite easily. we'll do that. I think my mech was fine. Just lost a lot of armor there. The Jenner just needs repairs, I believe. And then the Commando, which needs a lot of work. Let's edit the loadout, see what it has. So if we repair all, I think we have to get rid of these. I don't think we can repair them, so. It's going to be down into SRM4 and it's SRM6. I mean, we could rebuild it. We do have 2 SRM4s we could put in there. I don't think it would be worth it. So I think we'll start that work. We'll have a good mech to sell. It'll probably give us like $800,000, $900,000. So they're decent sized mechs. Really don't want to do that one because that's probably against Davion. So let's go out to the star map, see if there's any other places out here that might multiple mission operations. That would be kind of interesting. There's a lot of them popping up over here. So black market available there, and there are a couple assassination missions. Let's actually head here. Actually, on our way there, let's head to Row. Travel to there, and then we'll hop down there. I want to head out, see what kind of what we have store wise. If we can sell the Commando off, that'd be great. And then maybe pick up an SRM-10 if they have it, and try to put that on Centurion. Oh, they have a Griffin for sale. Let's look at the Griffin because it's expensive. I could have told you that, but yeah, what is so special about that? It really doesn't have anything special. I guess it's just a rare mech. I guess their Griffin's a little bit of a rare mech in these parts. They also have a Phoenix Hawk too, which these things are actually pretty neat. You can see here they actually have hands. One of these hands actually holds a gun, and this one it's got I think 2 medium lasers on it. This is actually a pretty neat little mech. It also it's actually based on jumping, so you can see the jump jets on the back here. That's a pretty neat mech to have. I've had it a couple times in BattleTech, the other game. But here's another blackjack. You can see the guns on the bottom here. These are only carrying AC2s. You can upgrade it to AC5s. Atari, we just got back into this game, so it's actually been really fun. I've been looking at some new stuff. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of the Commando because we really don't need it. There's 800 grand we just got back. And equipment wise, let's see here in our inventory. Battle mech in our inventory? It was. Okay. I want to make sure. We'll get rid of the AC-10 because we have the burst fires we can use. We'll get rid of some of these guys because we really don't need them. I'll keep that one. The SRM-4s we'll keep for the Jenner. We'll get rid of the jump jets though because we don't really need those. SRM ammo we'll keep. The heat sinks we'll keep. AC-10 ammo we'll keep. I think the rest of this we'll keep for now. Let's see here. Battle mech wise, they really didn't have anything that would. I mean, the blackjack's kind of tempting, but you also got to remember we're going to be if we were going to buy another mech, we would replace the Jenner, and the Jenner is we could get up to a 50-ton mech, and the only thing that would come close is this Griffin, and I don't want to spend almost over $5.5 million on that one. We don't even have $5.5 million to spend on it anyways. But yeah, it's just not really worth it. I don't think it is, at least. So we'll go ahead. We're done with there. We've got all of our mechs repaired. I didn't see though. Go here to the market. If they had any SRM-10s for sale, they did not. I don't even know if they make an SRM-10, to be honest with you. Kind of think about it. The SRM-6 might be the biggest one they build. And you know what? I'm going to give it a try. So we get an SRM-6 there. We'll need some ammo for it. We'll buy 4 ammo. Battle mechs. Go to Centurion. Add the loadout here. Take the LRM-10 off. Put on the SRM-6. Or can we put, like, if we put, because it's a medium slot. Okay, no, it does take up all of them. Alright, never mind. I know in some games where, like, if it's a small, like, if it's a medium slot, but it has 2 small slots available, or if you have 2 small ones, you can put both small ones on and be okay. Go to details, please. Get rid of this LRM ammo and put in the SRM ammo that we just bought. There it is. SRM ammo. This will give us what? This will give us 320 rounds, so we'll put 2 of them in there. I don't think we'll need all of that, but not the worst to have on there. We are cutting the range almost in half, which kind of sucks, but you know, I think it's kind of worth it to do something like this. We have medium upgraded lasers. So let's actually upgrade both lasers on this one. Medium lasers. Let's see here. I've got the SRM ammo. Why are we so underweight, but we don't have, for some reason we accidentally took the burst fire off. So we're getting more armor, a little more firepower. Losing a lot of range, but I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and put another heat sink on it. I'll put it in the head because if we lose the head, then that means I'm dead. So, you know, if we lose the head, it's I got more concerns than just a heat sink. So, there we go. So we'll get working on that while we travel to the next place. Look at the star map here. Let's see here. We were heading to here, the Verde, which this is the one I think we were heading to. I think because it had the 2 assassination contracts. So we'll set course to here. Alrighty, come on, game. There it goes. I don't know why it does that, but it seems like I don't know if this is a loading screen, which I think it is. I think it just kind of stutters every once in a while. It doesn't do it every time though. I guess it's going to planets that we haven't been to yet. So we can do. There's 2 missions here. There's also a black market here. I kind of want to see what they look like they had at the black market. See if there's anything interesting here. I kind of scroll up this way here. Didn't look like it though. I mean, they have an AC-20 burst fire, which is they've 4 of them. Anything good? Here they got the Phoenix Hawk, which is, good lord, that thing's almost destroyed. The fire started. It's kind of interesting, but I think I like what I got now. Got plenty of money as well. So let's look at these 2 contracts here. So both are actually for Navion. I'm kind of curious though with these. So I've got picking up the scraps and picking up the pieces. Let's look at this one. This is the one where this is the cool. This is kind of a neat one. So this one is a coalition of farmers. These guys are just having some issues with the Black Inferno. They're having some issues with the Raiders. I think we're going ahead and because I think the other one, it's Interstellar Expeditions. I think this is pretty much we're picking between the people and this company. I'm going to go with the people, just because I think we can do that. So we got to actually travel again to Kitezville. So I think we'll just go ahead and travel down there and get this mission done. We actually discovered an industrial hub. That's one of those, like, if you look, there's ones with all the lines to them. It's where all the good shops and everything are. So we head down that way, see what's going on, see if we can help these people. One available contract should be picking up the pieces. So there's some bandits there. Coalition of farmers. We really don't have any. Here's the kind of the thing though. So we don't have any like reputation with these guys. So if we want to get anything out of this, we only can get 5 negotiation points. They are giving us a little bit heavier tonnage limit, which 30 tons is quite a big difference. But I think this is a defend the base, isn't it? Maybe. Didn't see what it was. So let's we'll just go with it and see how that goes. We might be overstepping a little bit since they're giving us the option to. Well, number one, they're giving us the option to have 160 tons worth of mech, but they're also giving us the option, or it's also giving us a level, our difficulty of 14. We were doing like 10s before, so we'll see how this goes. If we can get this one done, we might be able to get something out of it that's actually a little more substantial. They might give us a battle mech. They might give us some better weapons. Who knows? I think it might be... I don't know if it's random what they give us, but I think it's usually pretty good, especially for the difficulty of the mission. Come on. You're getting there. 94, 95. But yeah, Atari, I was actually downloading this game, or when I played this game originally when I bought it right after Christmas. Then I kind of fell off of it. So streaming it kind of gives me like almost like a dedicated time. I'm gonna at least sit down for 3 hours and play this game. And I really enjoy this game, but it's just I've been really kind of busy with doing streaming other things and helping out. So.
To the agricultural complex and hold off the Vandals until their forces deplete. I know it doesn't look like we'll be protecting much, but this is all these farmers have.
Oh, we're already here. It's like, all right, we're gonna hit. Oh, we're here. Okay, this is the farm we gotta defend.
Hostile forces just crossed the perimeter, Commander. They're heading your way.
So we got 19 people to take out. Seems like a fun time. I'm really thinking now we might need to go look at and maybe investing in another mech and pilot too. Probably nothing heavy. Well, certainly nothing heavy. Probably something like a fire starter or a commando. I know I didn't like how that commando we had was set up, so
They got our communications tower.
that was quick. We haven't even seen him yet.
New target acquired.
Hostiles inbound. Brace for contact, Commander.
That's where I'm like, why can't I lock on with this guy? But fair enough, I don't have any missiles anymore. Like that. Alright, hold on. There's a mech. Oh, there's 2 mechs coming.
Acquired.
Take that one out.
Alarms triggering at the outer perimeter of our community. They've destroyed our tool shed.
Would you just die? I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. There we go. Alright, let's take out these mechs now. Now we don't have any bonus objectives for keeping it above
Stop that.
keeping it above a certain health, so as long as there's at least 1% in the base, we're okay.
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
We're sure about halfway done too. Well, not quite. We did
Our
1 or 2 more.
storage. It's just gone.
Now, for some reason on this mission, these guys go aggressively after the base. They will not attack you unless you really attack them.
New target.
To Locust, I really need to take that guy out too, or at least hit him. If we can hit these guys, then we can at least try to get rid of them. Or at least we'll stop attacking the base at least. Alright, Blackjack, where you going? Go.
Pan component lost.
Alright, see. I get a feel these were going to be a little harder missions. Not only that they're going to bring more enemies after us, but these mechs are probably a little more maintained so that they won't die as easy, which is, makes sense.
The area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause any more harm.
You know what? Let's go ahead and take these tanks out too.
My kill.
New target acquired.
More enemies inbound. They're really
He
on
did
your
not
heels,
die from
Commander.
that.
Watch out.
What? There we go.
Destroyed.
Where's he at?
Enemy eliminated.
Alright, so we're up to 13 now. Still got about 69, 70% of the base left, so hopefully this is, we're still doing okay.
Destroyed our provision storage.
Okay, hold on here. So they've, alright, you guys go after that guy.
Firing on the commander's requested target.
Well, I just blew through one of the storage areas here. Got a lot of light mechs. That's usually not great. You just punch these guys in the nose hard enough that they'll come after me rather than the base.
Target acquired.
I can see why they ramped up the difficulty on this mission a little bit.
Critical.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of, this heat. Almost got one of these locusts gone though.
Offline.
Alright, well, this is what happens when you overheat. Come on, mech. There we go.
Target acquired.
That's that guy hurt. He's not really.
Critical.
Is there a flush button? I don't know what the flush button is. So what you can do is, if it gets too bad, you can't actually flush your mech, which it pretty much takes coolant. But you actually essentially inject coolant into your mech, so it helps cool it down a little bit faster. You usually only can do that once or twice, so not the best thing. But if you're in the heat of combat like this, it might be your best option.
Target destroyed.
This
And these-
area has lost half of all its overall integrity. We need to turn this around.
But this should be the last two guys, so
Acquired.
not too concerned about this for right this second. Let's go ahead and take this guy out so that we don't have to worry about him. We just got to worry about that locust.
Target destroyed.
Back the camera up here.
Target acquired. Target
No more
we go.
signs of enemy forces.
Alrighty,
Good job, Commander.
not a bad one at all.
It feels nice to stand up for the little guy.
Not a bad fight at all. That was a hard little mission though. Really, we were okay up until that last wave when they brought 3 mechs out. So even with 2 locusts though, it's, you know, you have 2 locusts and then that cicada, which by themselves are not great mechs, but you throw them all out at once, you know, you're throwing bodies at a problem essentially. But it's cool. Actually, you can see some of these missions now. We got rank 5. All right. Did kick quite a beating on that one. So we have value here. AC 5 burst fire. Not really. These are good. At least we'll keep the SRM ammo. At this point, we're just kind of picking up what we can sell. What do we get from the mission, though? Is my question. Let's see here. Oh, we gotta speak to somebody. I think I got a cricket down here somewhere. I keep hearing like that kind of chirping noise. But let's see here.
New contract just came in, Commander. But before I get to that, I've been digging for more information on the mercenary group that came after us, Black Inferno.
I don't see anything.
They're a nasty piece of work. Not that we didn't already know that. By every account, they operate without regard to civilian rights and protection, raiding and pillaging at will, more like pirates than mercenaries. They're also extremely evasive. I see them pop up on the Mercenary Review Board's records from time to time, but not with enough frequency to justify their size, wealth, or sheer power. It also makes tracking their movements extremely difficult. I'll keep searching and see what more I can find. Spears said he'll do the same.
Good. We all want our pound of flesh from these bastards. So, what about this new contract?
Yeah, could be interesting. Seems a group of indentured employees, part of the Apex Mining Syndicate, are being taken advantage of and are suffering under horrendous working conditions in an attempt to force the syndicate to the bargaining table. The workers want us to inflict some serious damage on two of the Syndicate's more critical mining installations. They believe the only language these people understand is the almighty Seabill. It's hard to argue with that logic.
It's true.
Sounds like a noble cause.
Maybe, but they're ready and willing to pay for our services, and we could use some more Seabills ourselves. I filed the mission briefing already. You just need to sign off on the operation and get us where we need to go.
Copy that.
Cool. All right, so let's see. Let's get in here. So this is, we have a part 2 to this mission. It says we have, that's what I'm kind of concerned about. So it has like a level 4, like a 4 there, but I got a feeling it might be a little harder than that. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to repair all of our mechs. I need to fix that one a little bit differently. I'm wondering, we have $3.5 million. So let's edit the loadout here. Let's get rid of these 2 lasers. We'll repair all and put 2 more lasers on there. I'm wondering if we go back to a industrial hub, something like this we haven't been over to. Here, let's go to Monroe. Ooh, that's going to take us a little while. Is there another way we can maybe go? That's 150 grand. Let's go to Ulysses. I want to see if there's maybe a battle mech that's relatively cheap. Maybe something like a commando or a Firestar or something like that. Just something we can throw out there. Just because if we're 30 tons under the limit, that's a pretty big difference here. They have an assassin and a locust. That's not great, to be honest with you. All right, let's go over to the next one. They have some special weapons on sale. We go to Sullivan or Hickok. Let's go to Sullivan. Costs another 50 grand to get there in another 2 weeks, but hopefully we can find something. I don't really care what, but just try to find something. I keep hearing these noises and they're driving me crazy here because I don't know where they're coming from. All right, market. Come on, something decent. I said something decent, not. Huh. All right. Well, I guess we're going to travel a little bit. Let's go to Monroe, like we said originally. Maybe we can find something. I mean, I don't really care what it is. We've already spent 150 grand. I think we can make that up just by selling some like extra weapons we don't need. But yeah. Arrived at Monroe here. Market. We've got a Javelin and they've got a Panther. Well, the Javelin we actually could pick up, and because I know we sold ours. We could pick that up and repair it. That's 4 medium lasers, and if we can pick up a pilot for that, for not too much, we can actually. That's at least a decent mech, and that would get us to our 160 ton limit. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's get rid of some of this stuff that we don't need. 10 LRMs. I'll keep the LRM ammo just for now. I know we're not going to be using it, but still not bad to have. All right, so we got that. Let's go over to the market here for the battle mechs and pick up the Javelin. Purchase, and then we'll go over here to fix it. Go ahead and see what it's got on it. We got a bunch of jump jets. Don't need any of those. So there's that. Let's go ahead. It's got all of its lasers on it already, so we'll go ahead and repair it. And we're going to max the armor out, and then I'm going to add a couple heat sinks just to make up that weight. Trip and max armor. There we go. It's got a little bit more armor on it, but it's got a lot more heat sinking, so hopefully that thing won't overheat as much anymore. We also want to paint the mech while we're here, because, we've got to keep it in company colors here. Let's do that super quick here. FF6431. Secondary 3B0092. And tertiary is the EEFF00. There we go. And then once the arm gets reapplied there, it'll That'll be fine. So, star map, we'll head back. We actually want to look at... Do we want to try to go picking up the pieces part 2? It's got us a 4, and we're at a 5 now. We just got a new battle mech. We actually were able to complete the last one, so... We're heading over here. It's going to take us... It's going to cost us 200 grand. We have the money. It's not like we're... I mean, we're... Even though we spent almost $2 million there, we're still at 1.7 million, so... let's do it. Set course. Try to keep an eye out for whatever making that noise. I think it's a cricket. I mean, it's not like it's a huge noise, but it's still giving me. It's still bugging me. Bugging me. Anyways, so let's. We're here. Everything's repaired. We didn't get a pilot. You know what? Can we? Hey, I'm gonna kind of cheat here. Friar's Follies, can we entered system? It's got to be this one. Because we'd spend another 200 grand going back, so we'd spend 600 grand, and we'd be kind of in a bit of a pickle. So let's just go back. We'll rebuy the Javelin. We'll sell everything off. We'll hire a pilot this time, and then we'll head out to that mission. This one, I think it's like a seek and destroy kind of thing. We're actually, fighting back against the bandits, which kind of stinks, but, we'll see how this goes. Pretty quick reload time, though. It's pretty good. Heading up the stairs here. That's what we got here. Alrighty, so, market... Javelin, purchase, inventory, equipment, sell that, all 4 of those. The one machine gun we picked up for some reason. Keep the SRM2s, the AC-10s. Yeah, we'll keep all that. Alright, cool. So back to Battle Mechs. We have to repaint this one too. Applejack, let's see here, FF6431, 3B0092, and EEFF0, there we go. Apply that, back, and edit loadout. Let's go ahead and strip all the jump jets off of it. And then we'll add, we got already the lasers on it, so let's just add in, I think 1 heat sink would max the, okay, no, we can't. Let's do that. We'll add 3 heat sinks, strip, and max armor. There we go. Start the work, start. Let's go over to the barracks now. Alrighty, probably not that guy because he's already thinks our dropship's kind of boring. I'm looking at 3 of them, so these 3 actually have the best, laser skill because that's all the Javelin has right this second. I'm thinking maybe that second one here, Lieutenant Benjamin.
I know your story, and I'm ready to be of assistance, Commander.
Because it looks like, well, it sounds like a female. She has the best potential out of all of them. Good 5s there, maybe a 4 on the ballistics and a couple on the piloting. Evasion, not great, but I think we'll go with her. Because also if you look here, she has a max of 25 skills. This guy has 19. This guy has 18. This has 21. So we'll hire her. And so let's go ahead and go to picking up the pieces of part 2. We'll accept that one here. And view system and travel. So everything should be ready to go. Hopefully that we'll have the same weight limit because that's kind of big. But if we don't, that's okay. So one available contract. Picking up the pieces is an assassination mission, which isn't great. It's an 18, but We do have a lot, you know, we have the bigger limit now, which we probably could have gotten away with before, but that's okay. Probably could have got away with the assassin or something like that, but we're good with the javelin though. Let's see here. We got 5 points. We're going to cover our butts with that. Do we want to do something like that? Get 8 salvage shares, which might get us another mech, like a bigger mech if we need be. Let's do something like that, actually. So we'll cover some damages. Let's get our new pilot out with the jab. Oh, it's not ready yet. Oh, hold on. Timeout. Why does this need repairs? Oh, I guess I just didn't repair it enough. Alright, so there we go. Contracts. Everything's ready to go. No mechs have warnings or anything on them. They look amazing. We actually have a full lance now. We're dropping like 15 tons less, but the only thing we could really have done is upgrade the javelin to something like a blackjack or something like that. So nothing really, you know, I mean, so we can have a few more weapons, maybe a little bit more armor on the field, but just upgrade, because right now I don't think this mission would have been possible if we only had 3 mechs. So I'm okay with that. We got it. You know, I think we'll have enough here to take this mission down. It is a difficulty 18, so the other one was a 14, and we did some well. But I mean, once again, we're throwing another mech at it, so I think we'll be all right. But we'll see though. We might do at least probably 1 or 2 more missions, because we're getting about 4 o'clock, so I do end at 4 o'clock. But we'll try to do as many as we can. But I got a feeling it's probably going to be this one, maybe 1 or 2 more. We'll see though. So this is a straight up assassination like we did on that first one. We had to, you know, find the guy first and then take him out, and we can leave then. So
Online. Sensors online.
hopefully we can find him quick, and
Weapons
hopefully he's not too
online.
awfully guarded that badly.
All systems nominal.
Let's get out of here.
Ahead is the leader of Bogle's Vandals. Knowing these raider crews, once their leader is killed, their organization will spiral into chaos. Hopefully, that'll be enough to get them to leave our employers be.
Let's kind of slow this a little bit and let the other mechs kind of catch up. Starting to catch up a little bit now. Alright, let's ramp it up to full speed now. Back on one of our strolls again. So we get some of the outer defenses, some of the turrets and things like that. It's a light tank.
Cold, static places like this always make me nervous.
Target destroyed.
Boom! Dead.
Target acquired.
Come on and hit it.
Target
Yes.
destroyed.
We got quite a few people around here.
Enemy
No target yet though. That kind of makes me a little nervous because he may not be here. I did see there's a couple mechs that just showed up, so don't know if he's actually here or not. I just missed that guy wildly.
Target acquired.
A light mech right next to me here. A lot of tanks too.
Tango smoked.
Start getting rid of some of these guys. Ooh, ooh, it's a oh, there's a target. Oh, crap. So yeah, there's who we're gonna take out. So see if we can just maybe. Ooh, crap! I'm right in the middle of about 1 million tanks.
Target down.
Target acquired.
Crap, that's the wrong one. That's the one that you guys hit. headshot this guy, because if I can, make it a lot easier. Just lost its PPC, so that's the big thing, especially with Griffins.
Target is down.
All right,
Good work.
everybody form up on me, and we're running.
To breathe a little easier today. Now let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
Yes.
Enemy mech destroyed. We're forming on you, Commander.
We did lose an arm. I think we did, but you know, actually not too awful bad. This could have been a lot worse, especially with that Griffin there. I didn't expect it to. Number one, I didn't expect that many mechs. I think we had 3 light mechs and then another medium, and then the Griffin showed up. So it's a good fight, but that's all we had to do. So we're gonna get out of here, and that mission didn't take us that long at all. So yeah. So yeah, we can do some 18 missions, like level 18 missions. We just got to be kind of careful. If it's like a war zone contract, probably not a good idea. Defend the base, maybe not, but something like that, just an assassination, might not be. We just got to be careful. That's all. See what we get from the, because that was the second story mission. We might get something from that one now. Probably won't get much from here just because I figured we would kill more, but guess not. We got 2 more, 10,000, and we'll go with a machine gun. You know what? Actually, heat sink. So nobody died. We got some damage though. Nothing too bad. So they gave us a. So this is the completion of the mission. We got some more reputation. They gave us a cicada and an LRM-10. Well, alright then. Let's go ahead and get our mechs repaired. We'll go ahead and see. So the active hangar here. We'll repair all mechs. I don't think we need to. I think that's just armor. We didn't lose any firepower. When you lose firepower is kind of when you got to worry about. Things like that. Let's look at this mech to see what if anything we can do, because even with small energy slot, I think that takes the medium leader takes at least a medium. So I don't see really why we would keep this thing. I'll repair it, and we're back at an industrial hub. I'll just sell it off because it's not really worth much to me. So that's just fine. Let's see what other thing we can do up here as well. So we have Noble Cause, which I don't know how much, it's a level 5. I don't know if we're ready for that. But we can at least accept it to see kind of what we're looking at. That's actually the campaign part. So you know what? Let's go ahead and head that way. Bit of a ways out there, but we can go ahead and do it. So let's get another part of the story done instead of just these random missions. The farm one's kind of a neat one. I remember doing that one. I didn't remember what we got, but cicada was probably not worth it. Let's be honest here. It's probably worth around 2 million C-bills. So we can always find something like that. If we can find a store or something like that. They do have a market here. I wonder if we can just sell it here. They'll give us $1.8 million for it. There we go. And so now they have a javelin and a cicada for sale. Not really that high on it. Let's see here. Nothing really there. All right, so let's look at the missions here. Let's see what Noble calls it. It's a 17. But you know what? We're not doing too bad off. We don't really need the money, so we can put some more into damage repairs. And put the rest into salvage, so maybe we can get 6 shares, and they'll cover. You know what? We get 8 shares. They'll cover about $300,000 worth of damage. The problem is they're giving us 120 tons, or I'm sorry, 200 tons, and we're only dropping 160. I don't know where I got 120 from. So it's a little bit of iffy. It's like whether we can do this or not. I mean, we just did I just lost train of thought there. We did just do a level 17 and not, or 18 or whatever it was, somewhere around there, and we had no problems with it. So we should be okay. I know it's a different planet and things like that. So, and this is a story quest, so we might be able to do this one. If not, we can try to actually go back and do another mission and try to, you know, see if we can get maybe another mech. That's the only thing now. So we're 40 tons under our weight limit. If we can replace the Javelin with something a little bit bigger. We've done that before with a Blackjack. I'm trying to think, you know, what would be a good replacement for it. And if we can find something like a Shadowhawk, it's a 45-ton mech. That would get us to 175 tons. Something like, if we get a Shadowhawk, would be great for the replacement for a Javelin, or a Hunchback. If we can find a Hunchback, that's a pretty good mech to take down, especially if we can find the AC-20 version of it. So what that is, if you the Hunchback is the one the first assassination mission we did was a Hunchback. It only had an AC-10 on it, but if we can find one that is able to carry an AC-20, if we can find a burst fire AC-20 and put it on a Hunchback, that would be an incredible mech killer that we could carry around with us. And then I would give my Centurion, I would pilot that one. I actually would pilot a Hunchback, and then give the heavier Centurion to somebody else to maybe replace the Javelin. That might be not a bad way to do that, and that would get us to 175 tons. And then we're still playing around with 25 tons. The next one we'd have to replace is would be the Jenner then. So I don't know quite yet what we would do, but we'll see. Dun, 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 dun.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Here.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I suspect you're going to enjoy
Alrighty.
this one, Commander. I've marked on your map the 2 structures you need to destroy. Take them out, along with any enemy forces in the
There's already
area.
somebody here.
And meet me
Why are you getting attacked?
at some point. Good luck.
Target
Enemy eliminated.
destroyed.
Something's hitting them hard with missiles. I don't think any of our mechs have missiles on them. Well, long-range missiles like that. I don't know, maybe it's a little odd, but alright then. Alright, let's head this way.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Alrighty. Take that guy out before he even gets close.
Target destroyed.
Yes. Where's this guy at? Oh, he's right here.
My kill.
Alright, coming up on the first facility here. We're going to take out here. Oh, there's a tank there. For the satellite uplinks.
Target neutralized.
Alrighty, and then we're going over to Bravo over here.
We're heading that way, sir. On your 6, Commander. Enemy eliminated.
Alright, we got a medium mech. What do we got? Oh, it's a Shadowhawk. Yes, this is the kind of mech we were kind of hoping for. So AC5, SRM2, LRM5, medium lasers. It can kind of be. These are kind of. There's quite a few variants of this mech. So it's a decent one to have. I don't have too much luck with them, piloting them at least. For some reason, I always lose about half the. I'll lose all the limbs and all the weaponry on it. So I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, I'm not a huge fan of piloting them, but actually using them in our lance is actually really nice to have. So. So yeah, it's like this is the one that you really don't have to kill everything, but I figured that Shadowhawk might be kind of fun to kill since we haven't seen one yet. So we'll probably start seeing a lot more of them. To be honest with you, since we're starting to get into a little bit harder missions, I think that was kind of our issues. We weren't just getting into, we weren't getting to hard enough missions to see some of those mechs. But yeah, now that we're starting to do some of the mid to high team ones, I get a feeling we'll see a lot more of them now. I'm gonna slow it down just a bit so I can wait for my lance to catch up to me. So they're a little bit behind.
Kill confirmed.
Target destroyed.
Got that one. Lance is finally caught up.
Target down.
Really don't need to kill any of these guys, but we'll while we're walking by, we'll go ahead and start taking a few of them out. A lot of turrets mostly. All right, got a couple things here.
My kill.
Target acquired. Target
Good work, Commander.
Alrighty.
That's one less
Well,
target.
that's
Nice work, Commander.
that's it.
That should give
Gotta
you
leave.
peace of mind
We're just leaving now, so.
and a powerful reason to reflect on just how badly they've been treating their employees. Meet me at the extraction point for exfil. I'm on my way.
Boom. Dead.
The mech over here. Let's what we got.
target acquired.
Is a locust. I'll let my my crew handle that one. That's it'll be an easy cleanup for them.
Target acquired.
Keep running this way.
Cavalry is here, Commander. Prepare for mech extraction.
They're pretty easy mission, man. I don't know if we're, once again, I don't know if I'm just getting a little bit better at this game and starting to get able to actually hit things more than once an hour, but or if I actually have a little bit better setup, and I don't know. I think it could be maybe a little combination of both. Maybe I just got kind of lucky with how I set up the Centurion and getting that AC-10 burst fire kind of early. Could be a very possible reason because that does quite a bit of damage for me. So yeah, I really do want to see what an AC-20 burst fire does because I can only imagine what that thing would do. I mean, just these light mechs and maybe even the medium mechs, one shot would be a kill on those things. So, yeah, it doesn't look like we get really much out of this, which kind of stinks. But we'll take the AC weaponry because that's usually a good one to have. We'll take the heat sink as well. I'll actually get rid of the LR10. So there we go. Looks like they gave us just stuff. They gave us SRM4. It's actually a tier 2, and they actually gave us a tier 2 large laser. So that was actually pretty good. All right, I think we have time for one more mission. So we'll go ahead and just get our mechs repaired here. We didn't lose anything, so it cost us maybe about a week worth of repairs. And then we'll run back upstairs and head to the bridge and see what kind of missions we have on this planet. Just see what we might be able to face here. We got 3 available. Let's see what we got. So we got a war zone. We got an assassination, which that actually seems kind of fun. And we have enough points to get everything. So let's just go ahead and do this one. Hit accept. Look at that. So Here's the thing, though. So doing those story missions, you do have a little bit higher weight limit. But if you look here, our tonnage limit's down to 120. So we might have done those missions a little bit early, but now we're actually at our weight limit. So, you know, I'm okay with that. So we have kind of like a good mix of lands, you know, 2 medium, 2 lights. And I think we'll be just fine with this. So, and I think our pilots are actually pretty good. I mean, we've only had that one injured. Hopefully we can keep it that way. Because that was a little bit of a tougher mission. So, but our skills are actually doing pretty well too. So, you know, fingers crossed we can keep it that way. And I got a feeling though that like the third and fourth pilot aren't the best in the world, but the second guy's actually pretty good. You know, max stats is 10. I don't think you'll be able to find another pilot that's all 10, so they have a potential of 60 skills. I could be wrong. I haven't gotten that far in the game yet, but yeah, I think really this is kind of one of those things where you know, these two will probably become a backup eventually, or you know, two backup pilots. So if one gets injured, we can bring them out. I don't know yet, but they're kicking butt right now, so that's pretty good. 1 second left. Let's go ahead and launch the game here. So assassination, like we have been doing. Usually this is where you find some of the bigger mechs, so that's why I like doing them. So fingers crossed we see something kind of big we can try to salvage. But who knows? So it actually looks like there's multiple targets on this one, so we gotta be careful. We can't just run in there, you know, gun-ho on the first one and then realize we have a second one to kill.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems phenomenal.
Our targets have given our employer nothing but problems. We've been
It looks like there's actually
hiring
3 targets.
find them and put them down for good. We'll be on standby to evac you once the job is done.
Let's head around this way, because it looks like that's a canyon over there, so let's head this way. Get to that first target here. They dropped us a little bit closer than normal. Do. This looks really nice out here, though. This game looks really nice for what it is, so
Our target is not
I was
here.
actually kind of surprised.
Let's hope we have better luck at the other locations.
So this is one of them. So we actually don't have. We might only have one target, but they don't know exactly where he's at. So, oh crap! Back it up. There we go. Okay, that was a cliff and a half there. All right, let's go around. Maybe along this way. That was one of those moments like in Wile E. Coyote where he was standing over a cliff and he didn't look down so he didn't fall. It's about how I felt right there. I got a feeling since there's enemies coming up this way, this is probably the way we want to go. Probably need to wait for the lands to catch up, so I'll slow it down just a little bit so they can catch up. So they can make their way down this cliff here. So there's a helicopter coming down here too, so. Alright, looks like they're making... Ooh, crap. That was a little closer than I thought. Looks like they are making their way down here, though. Not too bad. Alright. Let's head on this way.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
Because this guy can be at any one of those 3 locations. We've already scouted one of them. He wasn't there. Broiler wasn't much there, to be honest with you. So, yeah, let's, hopefully, we can,
Primary target
There he is.
It doesn't seem like our secondary targets are with them. Let's make this quick.
Hold on. That's a crab. Ooh. Haven't seen one of those yet. Let's back it up just a little bit. Wait for our lance to kind of filter up here. But we do want to take...
Target acquired.
Let's take him out first.
All the commandos requested target.
There they are, Commander. Take them out and let's get the hell out of here.
So maybe all 3 targets? Okay, there's 2 targets here that we got to take out, so... shouldn't be too awful bad, but... Ooh, that might have been a 2-for-1 shot there. Killed both that LRM carrier and the that tank at once.
Target destroyed.
Cool. So there's that one dead. I really think that the short-range missiles really kind of added to this. What do we got now?
Target acquired.
Turret. Where is my assassination targets at? Oh, they're up here somewhere. I don't know what's happened to my blackjack either. Oh, that's a oh boy, that's a hunchback, and it's got the AC-20 on it. All right, well, that's just got a lot more interesting. Kind of on this standoff here. I'm trying to take out all the tanks and stuff like that I can take out at once. Because the crab I'm not really concerned about. I'm more concerned about that hunchback now. Let's do this.
We're on your target.
Alright, let's do it. Let's go ahead and start moving in. Love it when my javelin walks right in front of me. Got him on. We got him running though, which is not probably the best thing in the world.
Critical.
Yeah, I bet you it is. Oh, the AC-20's down. All right. It's kind of the idea.
I'm not getting up the nuts.
All right, we got one down. I killed the other guy though.
System offline.
Oh boy. Come on, restart. The other guy's out there too, so
Target acquired.
where's he at? There he is.
Engaging commander's target.
Now the crab would be an interesting pickup too. It's a decent little mech. 2 large lasers, a medium, and a small laser. I mean, it's nothing really to scoff at. Oh great, I blew up his leg, but I just shut down. Come on. Keep overheating quite a bit, and that's not good.
Primary target is down. Kill confirmed.
And let's drop off another mech too.
Good job.
Boy,
Now let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
the friends already have arrived. That's that's the problem.
Kill confirmed.
I lost a mech. That's not good. Hopefully he's okay.
Target acquired.
There's 2 spiders coming in here. I'm just gonna run. I'll throw some missiles at them and maybe a laser or 2, but I just want to get out of here. I think the blackjack's finally starting to show up though. That's nice of him. Come on, just run, please. Don't kill anybody else. Benjamin's hurting pretty good, so Hopefully I didn't lose Freeman either. If we lost Freeman, I might redo this mission next time. But, I don't know. It's unfortunate if we did. So we were actually doing really good in the mission. I was a little surprised that we didn't lose that. You know, I don't think we lost him during the Hunchback fight. I don't think we lost him when we were fighting the crab. Just keep our fingers crossed that he's not. I mean, if he's injured, I can live with that. But if he's killed, that's not good. Come on, game. Oh, it's lagging a little bit. There it goes. Alright, anything good? No, not really. Dang, I was kind of hoping for those mechs, but well. I'll take the large laser. Did the AC-20 drop at all? It did not. Because those are usually worth quite a bit of money too. And we'll take some. You know what? Let's take 3 heat sinks, and we'll get rid of a couple medium lasers. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Well, that sucks. That's a kind of a bad way to end that stream, but I guess what we're gonna have to do though is essentially I'm gonna go back and. So starting next stream, I will go back and redo that mission so that our guy's not dead here, guys. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up the stream here. Let me switch over to the main camera here. Guys, thanks for joining me today. I really did enjoy getting back into some BattleTech here. What we'll do for next Friday, we'll just load back up. We'll do that mission to start out with, and then we'll go ahead, or I might try to do it off camera too, so that we can just continue where we left off. Because it really stinks that we lost our best pilot, which it does happen quite a bit here. But this early on in the game, I really don't want to lose him. So later on might be a little different. But guys, thanks for joining me. I really did appreciate it. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I do appreciate it. Please leave a like and comment. But if you're watching this on Twitch, please leave a follow. We actually do this every Friday now. We play MechWarrior on Tuesdays. We usually play a Tycoon game. This week, I think we're actually doing some Planet Coaster and some Prison Architect on Tuesday. On Thursday, we're playing Stardew Valley, which actually is a kind of a departure, quite a bit of a departure from this game. And then next Friday, we'll be back in here. We'll be doing some more missions. Hopefully, we can get some more of the story done. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. But we're getting we're starting to get a decent lance going, so I'm happy about that. So guys, thanks for joining me today, though. I'll see you guys back here on Tuesday for some more. For the first time on the channel, we'll be playing some Planet Coaster, as well as some Prison Architect. We're splitting the stream in half again. I'll just try to give it a little more of a chance here. So, hope you guys can join me for that. You guys have a great day, great weekend as well, and I'll see you back here on Tuesday then. Take care, guys.